What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be unboxing a couple of guitars. There's actually 2 guitars in this box, but we're only going to be focusing on one of them because it has a bit of a story. In this box is a baritone guitar. I've actually had it on the channel before, but I ended up selling it. I didn't really like it that much. In fact, I'd go as far as saying that I hated it. It played fine, it sounded good, but I've always preferred 7 strings because you can do both things. You can get the best of both. You can chug away on the low strings and you can do solos on the high strings. So baritones kind of fall into that middle ground where I'm like, why would I use this if I have a 7 string already? But over the last few months, I've kind of reconsidered. I don't know, I just kind of felt like I was missing out. I still love 7 strings, that's not going to change anytime soon, but I kind of found myself looking at baritones thinking that would be fun. That didn't used to happen. 7 strings and baritones are both super gnarly, low-tuned riff machines, and that's cool. But you can do solos better on a 7 string, just saying. So anyway, I guess my point is, don't make my mistake. Baritones and 7 strings kind of do the same thing, but they also have different vibes. All right, let's open this thing. I've got a second camera over there so you can see it a little bit clearer. Ugh. Packing paper. Actually, I hope this doesn't fall out of here. Whoa. Stay, be nice. Clear that up later. So this is guitar number 1, which you will see, I think next week? Yeah, next week. And this is the baritone. Get rid of this now. Sorry, neighbors. So yes, at this point, probably worth mentioning that thank you to Harley Benton for sponsoring this video and sending this over. If you're interested in checking out this guitar and the others, link is in the description. All right, so open this, open that. Let's just do this side as well. How am I gonna get this out of here without this falling out? Thomann, you pack your boxes very well. All right, so there we go. All right. That is a very well-packed guitar. It's like double bagged, maybe triple bagged. Usually at this point you can kind of see what it is, but I don't think you can because it's got so many bags around it. Yep, this thing's been triple bagged. All right, so finally, here we go. Yeah, check that out. Oh, this is the best part. This is the best part. Removing plastic from the pickups. So here we have a Harley Benton Amarok baritone, and I don't know what the color is, but it's red and it's got a quilted top. I'll check the specs in a minute. Oh wow, it's got a wound 3rd string. That's cool. So if you watch my channel a lot, you might actually recognize this because I have this one too. These look basically the same. They're both Amaroks, but this one is the standard and this one's the baritone. So this is 25.5 and I think this one is 27 inches. So yeah, now I have 2 which basically match. So the last version of this I had was actually black. It had like a black, like almost gray kind of color to it. And the one thing I do remember is it actually sounded awesome. This looks like it will probably need a little bit of a setup. The action's quite high. Yeah, it should be pretty easy. Oh, it's still in tune. All right, let's quickly go over some specs. This is obviously Harley Benton Amarok baritone. Pickups are EMG retroactives, so they are active pickups, but I think they're made to look and sound like passives. It's a mahogany body and it's got a quilted maple cap on it. It's a veneer, not a full cap. It's a neck through and the neck is made of maple. That's the kind of yellow bit, and the brown stripes are mahogany. 3-way switch, volume tone, string through, and locking tuners, which are awesome and should be on every guitar ever made. So I guess one of the reasons that I kind of felt like I was missing out is that obviously you can't really solo on these. Like I think this is a 14 gauge string for the high, well, I guess it would be a high B, not a high E, but that's not really the point. This is basically a riff machine. And yeah, I've seen people like Rabea playing baritones a lot recently. So yeah, after watching him and some others, I was kind of persuaded to give it a second go. And I guess baritones are actually more versatile than I give them credit for. They are definitely riff machines. You can solo on them to an extent, but it's not as easy as on a regular 6 or a 7 string, but you can tune these things super duper low. You can actually tune like 8 string tunings on these depending on the scale length. The low string is tuned to B at the minute, but you could actually tune to like a low E. I know there are bands that tune that low on baritones, but you'd probably have to ask Andrew Boehner who they are, because I don't I don't really know. All right, so I'm gonna set this up, wrap up the video with a nice little demo. Don't make my mistake, baritones are actually pretty cool. And link to this one is in the description if you're interested.